Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new edition of our Sartorial Talks at home in Burgundy. And look at what I have in front of me. Marvelous shoes, because today, once again, we're going to invite you to a journey into the world of fine shoemakers. And today we have a special guest. His name is Alexis Lafont, and he's the soul and the heart and the founder and the owner of a beautiful house, which is making very distinctive shoes that we like a lot at Sartorial Talks, and it's called Caulaincourt. Remember how to pronounce this name? Caulaincourt. Caulaincourt was the name of one of the generals of Napoleon back in the years. And as far as I know, my guest today, Alexis Lafont, is a direct descendant from this General Caulaincourt. And this is why he decided to brand his company by the name of his ancestor, Caulaincourt. And it's a beautiful name. Try to practice Caulaincourt. Exactly, Caulaincourt. Hello, Alexis. How do you do, my friend?
Hello, Hugo. Nice to see you again.
Well, it's been a long time since we didn't see each other. Huh?
Yeah, COVID and everything.
Yes. I think it's the reality for many people, unfortunately. So, Alexis has been founding this company in the
Back in 2008. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
We started Parisian Gentlemen in 2009, so it's pretty much the same era. And I'm very happy to have Alexis today. Of course, we're going to speak about shoes, but we're going to speak about shoes in a very special way, because Alexis has a background and a vision of shoemaking which is slightly different from all the normal shoemakers, and it is not something which is insulting for normal shoemakers, because we receive at this table many people that we love and appreciate. But I wanted to have you because we know that your style and the way you approach the art of shoemaking is slightly different. Tell us a little bit about the genesis of Caulaincourt. Why did you decide you were quite young actually when you founded Caulaincourt. You were in your mid-20s, something like that. What came into your head to say, okay, I'm going to be a shoemaker? Because as far as I know, nobody in your family is in the shoemaking industry.
I do confirm nobody is. And I started really from scratch. Just with one thing, being the passion about this kind of objects, because to me it says a lot about the people who is wearing the shoes.
Yes.
So it's one of a kind product object that is fascinating me. Yeah. As a designer and as someone who loves, beautiful things. Okay. And beautiful is all about, of course, aesthetics, but also about how the products are made. Yes. Because we are talking about craftsmanship here. Yes. And our DNA is to bring some kind of French flair with the savoir-faire. Yes,
we love the French flair. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I can't miss this opportunity. I'm a rugby man. I love rugby. And when people describe the French way of playing rugby, they speak about the French flair. That is to say, in some other countries, they're very organized. They know how to maximize. They're very good at logistics. They're very good at maximizing things. But us in France, we have this, something else that we put inside it. Yeah. I'm very patriotic on this side of things because I think we have a flair that nobody has really. Maybe the Italian can have this kind of flair, but us French, we have this idea of sophistication. And there's one thing I want directly, because you see we have so many shoes to show you today. I want directly to jump into a subject which interests a lot of people, specifically in the United States of America, is the subject of sneakers. Okay. Because in America, they've been elevating the idea of comfort as the paramount. Everything has to be comfortable, everything has to be immediately comfortable, everything has to be easy also. And me, I've been struggling a long time with the sneakers, the Nike and Reebok, and I was always saying to the people, this is for sports. But now you've been among the first to really try to find a way how to merge this craftsmanship, that is real shoe craftsmanship, with this comfort and with this kind of models. I think this one was the first, this one?
Yeah, the Tokyo was the very first one.
Yeah. So explain to me this shoe, because it looks like a sneaker. Well, it looks like a beautiful sneaker, of course, but there's a lot of technicity inside this one. Explain to us what it is.
I hope the whole shoe is saying something.
Yes, it does.
The idea was to create an hybridation. Hybridation. I don't know how to say it in English, but
hybrid.
A mix between.
You can say an hybrid.
A hybrid.
Yes, an hybrid.
Between the Sartorial shoes, the traditional shoemaking, and the sneakers components.
Okay.
So which we really tried to make a mixed and to get the best part of each family.
Okay.
And this is the synthesis of this merge, this blend between those two worlds that were not that easy to get married.
So this is a real leather shoe, but which is crafted on a sneaker sole, right? So it is glued and stitched.
It is very important. Indeed, it is stitched, which is why we are one of or perhaps the only shoe house able to resole our sneakers now.
Wow, this is a very important. This is a very important because, to my knowledge, you are the only one. Because so many people say, you can't resole a sneaker, but sneaker, you wear it like 5, 6 years, maybe 10 years if it's really, really high level, and then you just drop them and then take a new one. No, and I think you
I did bring a shoe which belongs to me.
It's your shoe.
It's my shoes. Yeah. I think I've been wearing them like 200 times, which is a lot. Yeah. And as you can see right now, the sole is totally new. I wanted to show you the real life about it.
Okay, that's to say. So this one is 6 years old, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
6, 7 years old.
This one I think is number 2 sample of the bandit style.
Ah, okay.
So
when you launched
it's 6 years old. Yeah.
And so you've been wearing it a lot, and you decided to show to the world that it's possible to resole a sneaker.
Exactly.
This is a revolution, my friend. You have no idea.
It is. I'm trying.
No. This is a revolution because, okay, look at the top, the upper of the shoes is beautiful. This is grain leather. This is absolutely beautiful. But you can see the patina of time has already played. So we can see you've been wearing this a lot. But now you tell us that it's possible to resole. So let's break the ice immediately. How much do you sell a pair of sneakers like that? Let's speak in euro. I would translate in dollars.
In euro, it is $395.
Okay, so it's $430, let's say, something like that.
With the French VAT.
Okay, so you remove the French VAT.
If you remove the French VAT, it goes down to, I suppose, 310, 310.
Okay, a little bit above 300. But if I want to resole it after, let's say, 10 years, how much will it cost to me? Because that's the real deal. Because if the resoling costs you more than the shoe, there's no use to resole it.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much is the resoling?
We've worked a very long time to be able to do this. Of course, it starts with the whole shoe quality, the structural quality of it, because, as you said, also we could be talking about a shoe that we can resole, but it's useless.
Yes, I understand.
So the first point is that it is useful to do so.
Because this stays in good shape.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, to answer the question, the resole is 150.
Okay.
Same with the French VAT.
Yes.
To get it brand new.
Okay.
The whole sole system with the stitch and everything.
Yes.
So that means that this shoe is 200 days
you've been wearing it 200 days.
Thank you.
That's a lot.
So that's approximately something like 10 years shoe. So 10 years you resole and you get another 10 years for. So you are not really for free, but
you are announcing the world that now you can have your beloved sneakers if you take care of them, because if you maintain them, of course, a little bit.
Of course.
Taking care like a real shoe, actually.
But it's not that difficult. It's quite easy, including the patina, because many people who are not able to talk with us, like for real, in the boutique, they think the care of a patina is like a headache. It's really very easy.
Okay.
You only need like some kind of moisturizing cream.
Yes.
And that's it.
Moisturizing cream.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the basis, but it's making 80% of the job.
I agree with you.
So only that is fine. If you hydrate the leather, it's going to last much longer.
Exactly. And you put also shoe trees into your sneakers, which is quite unusual, but makes a difference. Huh?
You're right. Thank you for noticing it. Yeah. But to me, these shoes are real shoes, like
I understand.
Almost like this.
Except with a different sole.
Of course, they are different.
Yeah.
But they are not like less quality. Inside. So
this is a big announcement that you are doing, because now let's see quickly. So you are doing this model is your signature model. You love this one. I see you do it in different patina.
Bandit style.
Yes.
Which is a mid-top sneakers.
Yes.
We all the leather here. I don't know if you can see it
yes,
properly,
you can.
But we make the handmade patina on it. So meaning you can choose the color you want, and we're going to make it with craft, with our hands.
Okay.
So you really can choose, and also
a bit closer to the microphone. Yeah.
Also, we can ink the sole.
Yes.
So if you don't like the contrast,
yes,
or you want to get the like sneakers effect down, we can ink the sole or make it dirty or whatever. You can really have the whole sneakers customized.
I see one here with a. Is it like it's velvet?
It's a velvet from Le Lièvre, who is
it's an icon.
French
Le
iconic
Lièvre is fantastic. I have
fabric.
I have 2 armchairs in my office, darling. Is that right? Which is with this Le Lièvre. This is a fantastic.
Yeah, this is the Riga velvet. It's supposed to be used for the curtains and everything, and we used it for the Bandit to bring something fresh.
And then you did also this. Is it a wink to us? Because us in the sartorial world, we like to have a V. We call it it's an easy. How do we call it this, darling? When at the back of the pants, it's open with a V. We call it un V d'aisance in French. It's an easy V, so that your trousers will be very comfortable at the back, and you decided to do this on your shoe.
Yeah, it's exactly the same concept, because the mid-top may not allow your ankle to move properly.
It can hurt you a little bit on the ankle.
Or just block the movement.
Specifically when you drive a car, for example.
For example.
Yes.
Or if you have an active life and you need to move fast. Here, it's a mid-top with all the advantages of being a mid-top.
Yes.
Including the fact that it's more dressy than a low-top sneakers.
Of course.
But you have this opening with the V at the back, which allow all the foot to move freely. And it's game changer. Also, the design of it, I think it's really different, because it is a sneakers that is very dressy.
Yes.
And it's not that easy to find that kind of sneakers.
Yes.
So this is what I really love about it.
This works very well. You were saying just before the introduction of this show that a very good shoe can change something in your silhouette, can change something in your posture. Maybe explain to the people who you are. It's a very important. We've witnessed with Sonia so many people who just by buying a real pair of leather shoes, they literally change their. I would not say their personality, but the way they were presenting themselves. I remember a friend from Chile. He wanted to attend one of our book signing, and he didn't. It was not planned. So he said, "I'm just here he's a teacher in a medical university," and then he didn't know what to do. You remember, darling? And then we said, "Okay, go and buy a pair of shoes, real shoes." And he came back to the event, and he said, "Wow." We've seen this so many times that a real pair of shoes can change everything. Let's finish. I like this one. Okay. I'm negotiating with him since 2 hours, so that maybe he can make a.
And it's very hot today, so your negotiation may.
But I like that because some people will recognize this. It looks like the old Reebok, with the thing on the front. Or if there are some people who are from my generation, I'm born in 1963. When I was 10, 15-year-old, I was really interested in a brand called Pony that disappeared just after, and there was making this kind of shoe. But this one is deer leather.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have an extra light sole, which is really amazingly comfortable.
Yes.
And something we didn't talk about yet is the game-changing fact that inside the shoe, I mean, not inside, the inside and the outside, so the lining and the upper, is totally made with vegetal tan leather, which means without chrome or chroma, I don't know.
Chrome.
Yeah. This is bringing a lot of comfort, because your feet is not going to heat at all, which happens all the time with the classic sneakers.
You mean when you wear a New Balance, for example, you feel comfortable immediately, but after 2 or 3 hours, you get some
feel
heat.
tired because your whole body is fighting the heat system that is bringing by the that is brought by the plastics inside your sneakers.
Like we are fighting the heat with Alexis. Disclaimer. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. So we are wearing a suit because we love you guys. But honestly, it's a very difficult moment for us because we are. So if we see a little bit of, perspiration, dropping on my glasses, I must, apologize in advance because it's, a little bit more than 90 degrees outside. And with the light and the cameras, it's not very easy. So sorry, I had to explain. This is a disclaimer. Now we can go a little bit. So I love this one because this is for me the quintessential, this one or even this one, which is your first model, I remember.
It's the very first one.
This for me is quintessential in this new movement. There is a movement, Alexis. Little by little, people now rediscover the fact that style and comfort can go hand in hand.
Exactly.
And wearing this, ladies and gentlemen, with a beautiful linen pair of pants, or even with a chino when you go to the office on the casual Friday, this works extremely well. And there's a new generation of people who are more and more interesting. And Alexis just disclosed something that is very important. He's the first one who is able to promise you he can resole your sneakers. So I hope you're really able, because a lot of people are going to be interested. I'm just joking, I know. No. If you announce this, it's because you are able. Let's move now. So those are crafted in Italy?
Yes. My point is giving my production, depending on the product, to the very specific hands that are able to make very specific products.
So you are trying to find the best for each kind of shoes, basically.
Exactly. So that's why we are producing our business shoes in France.
Yes.
Only. Our sneakers in Italy, our boots in Northampton in UK, and our online shoes in Spain, because it's all about the culture and how the hands of the craftsmen have been, learning the movements for years, but for generations.
Of course.
So my job is really much about getting the best possible product. We are very, very into the details. Everything has a lot of details. And every of these shoes has a full story.
Okay.
Really, it's not only about making shoes, it's about making amazing shoes.
Yeah, exceptional objects.
So I don't care making it more easy for me to give all my productions of all my styles to only one single factory, which would be easier for me.
Yes.
But I'm not here to do easy things. So I rather do things I really believe in.
Okay. So sneakers in Italy, loafers online in Spain.
Yeah.
All the dress shoes, normal Oxford, Derbies in France, made in France.
And also the small leather goods and the luggages, we make them by hand in
we'll
France.
come to this at the end, because there's a beautiful piece of and the boots.
I'm glad you like
it. In the UK, because there's a geography, ladies and gentlemen, of craftsmanship. It's just it's very easy to understand. It's not very hot in England, to say the least. It's not a very welcoming country in terms of climate, because it's raining quite a lot. It can be harsh a little bit. And so this is why they're very good at producing boots, which is quite normal. And that's the same for Italian. They're very good at producing sneakers, etc., etc. So which boot do you want to show to us? This one? I love this one specifically. But
perhaps this one is one of the most representative of what we can do.
Yes.
Because one specificity that is important to me is that we provide all the techniques to weld the shoes.
Okay.
And it's quite new in the shoe world, because a few years back, the main shoe brand were defending their own vision of a weld.
So either Blake or
Goodyear. Yes. And when we kicked in, we decided to open the game and to say the way you are welding the shoes must be linked to the use you're going to have of the shoes. So that means if you are wearing a pair of shoes to go in Saint-Tropez in summer, you're not going to wear a Norwegian welt like this.
That's for sure.
And if you go in Norway, you don't need a very small black leather welt.
No, it will not work.
So this has been my point since the beginning. Let's be, practical and not about dogmatism.
Dogmatism.
I want the welt to be associated to the use you're going to have of the shoe.
And this welt is absolutely
is a boot.
Fantastic.
It's a Norwegian.
It's Norwegian stitched.
It depends the
Norwegian
way.
stitching, and it's what we call a baraquette. I think they call it a 360 degrees.
Exactly.
So the stitching goes all the way around the shoe, which is quite a performance in terms of technique. It's a beautiful.
It's very hard to make that kind of welt. That's why you cannot find them.
Yes. So how much does this retail,
easily.
For example?
This
to give
is
me an idea?
625 euros.
Okay. So just to give
including the patina, which is very important. To make it very simple, our price always include the patina. And if you want this shoe with a different leather or a different welt, it's going to cost you a top of 195 euros on top of the bulk.
Okay, I understand.
Price.
So if you want ready to wear, it's whatever the price is. $300,
it's not going to
$400,
change if we make a
and this, if it's made to order, you just add $200.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
And you can choose everything.
You can have a really unique shoe just made for you.
Give me this one.
For instance, if you want this style with a red suede, you can have it via our MTO service.
Okay. So this one is different. It's a jodhpur. Okay, we show you, I mean, there's so many beautiful shoes. I'm just taking this a little bit randomly like that to give you an idea because, well, basically what I want you to understand about Caulaincourt is that I think it's the widest range of shoes I've seen in everybody I've been visiting because you have how many different lasts you have?
We have 18 lasts.
18 lasts, that's a lot.
Yeah. But I can't stop myself creating things and shoes, so I know sometimes it may be a problem, but I really love it so much. If there is something I haven't touched yet, I want to do it. I want to bring something special. I want to be disruptive. I want to bring some pleasure inside the product. This is very important to me.
This is a beautiful jodhpur, very technical also, extremely refined. We don't go into too much detail, but you can see this is a beautiful boot. Can we speak about this one?
Yes, this is a boot which is dedicated to people riding moto.
This is for motorbike. And you have the gear changer, or how do you want to do the
gear strap?
The gear strap, do you say that? The gear shift.
Gear shift?
Yeah, thank God. Sonia is behind the camera, so she's and she was a biker. She's been doing dirt bikes, so she knows exactly this. So that's a fantastic shoe, I must say. Describe this. So it's same thing. It's storm welt.
Yeah, it's a storm welt system with a commando rubber sole because you have to be a little strong when you ride some moto.
Of course.
And it's going to protect the ankle and the feet, of course.
Yes.
And you have the opening at the back.
And the zip.
With a zipper. And then you close the shoe here with that leather strap.
Yeah.
So the laces here are going to be useful only to manage the pressure you want to have on your feet.
Yes.
Which I think is quite important for the people who are riding motos.
Okay.
The idea beyond this product was to try to bring a beautiful product, a beautiful shoe, in a world which is quite difficult to address.
Yes.
Because
normally the homologated boots for motorbikes are not very beautiful.
So there are very few brands that are trying to do something like this because the market is quite small.
It's so narrow. Is it ready to wear or MTO only?
It's ready to wear.
Ready to wear. Yeah. This
and
is
of
crazy.
Of course, you can choose the patina.
Yes.
Today, this shoe is brown, but you can have it in burgundy.
Yes.
Or in black or in
and
gray.
this retails for 700, I suppose, or something. Like
no. This is lower. Sorry, I forgot. I think it's 585.
585 in euros, so $600. No, without the VAT, it will be less.
Without the VAT, it will be around $500. Yeah.
Okay, so and then give me your iconic one because I could say iconic. Well, we overuse iconic, but let's say it's an emblematic. When I discovered Caulaincourt, soon after you started, because I started Paris and Gentleman in 2009, he started in 2008, and I think we met in 2010 probably. And I remember this was the shoe that make you stand out of the crowd. So and exactly. All of a sudden people said, exactly. Oh, wow, what is that? You were among the first to mix Harris tweed, right, with calf.
Tweed generally, yes. And specifically this is Harris tweed because in my opinion this is the best in the world, and because it has to be very tough to live as a shoe, because the shoe is an object which is really hit all day long.
Yeah, of course. Hit.
Sorry.
Or damaged. I mean, this is so it's an object which has to suffer.
It has to be strong, but still it has to be delicate. Once again, once again, it's all about the details. The piping here, the leather piping is very difficult to make. The welt, this is a Goodyear welt with a very narrow.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful shoe, it's
and I think it represents pretty much the soul of what we aim to do.
Yes.
Really beautiful things. We're not cheating, and we want it to be beautiful and to last long. So
that's a very beautiful shoe.
But still have a statement, because you talked about it. Wearing a shoe could be a really game changer in the way you feel yourself. So this is a good example. If you wear these, you may feel a little different.
And you are saying something for sure. Give me the Chelsea boot on your right, because I like this one. I explained. So this is a Chelsea boot. It's a kind of an unusual one. These shoes have been worn. It's not new shoes. These are your shoes, right?
Yeah, these are mine as well. I wanted to bring real things.
Yes, from the real life.
Exactly, because so you can see how the shoe is moving when you really use it.
It was the same with your sneaker that you've been resoling.
Exactly.
Now this is your Chelsea boot. Well, this man, you know why? Because he sold everything else. So he only had these personal shoes to do. I'm just joking. Well, I like this Chelsea boot for one reason. So first of all, the cap toe, which is quite unusual for a Chelsea boot. But the most interesting thing is here, is that normally you got this elastic, which is the basic of a Chelsea boot, because it's easy to go inside the shoe. But he went as far as to add leather strips to create like a gusset, literally. It looks like a gusset, that we can do, we call it soufflé in French, that we can do on pockets, for example, on suits. And I think it's very beautiful. For me, it's like a reminiscent of 1960s, 70s style.
Exactly, and the idea was how could we do to bring the Chelsea boots in the suit outfit, and I was thinking the elastic is not a good idea, because it's going to break the elegance of the outfit with a real suit. So I wanted to find an option to keep the comfort of the elastic, which is typical from the Chelsea boots, but try to hide them in a way.
So this is beautifully made. Yeah. So this is your art, I may say, Alexis. I would say that the art of Caulaincourt is pretty much resumed in the different thing we said, all the little details. That is to say, when you look at that, you say, well, these guys have been really putting a lot of thoughts on just the gusset, which really is a good witness of what you have in mind when you create shoes, and this is why we like your brand a lot. Now, the third thing that I think you are very, very, very good at. You're good at everything. Obviously, you can do many kind of shoes, and
at least we try to bring something every time.
Yeah. But I must say that this only when I take this with my hand.
This is like a glove.
This is like a glove. Okay, it's an unlined Belgian loafer. Literally, online, they say there's no lining inside. That is to take I think your skin, specifically if we wear it without socks, disclaimer. I've been fighting against the people who have been wearing their shoes without socks for years because, I was a little bit close-minded on the subject. Nevertheless, 2 years ago, I went to Petit Uomo. It was like 45 degrees outside. And then I said, I can't take socks for that. So I decided to wear my loafers without socks. And guess what? Now I never wear socks. I never wear socks again with loafers when it's hot because I actually adore it. I love
this
it.
This is a great feeling, and especially in that kind of shoe, because your own skin is touching the reverse side of the leather,
yes,
which is very sensual.
Yes,
and it's really like a glove on the feet, and it brings a lot of joy.
Yeah,
you know, to feel something such comfortable. To me, this is, and you know what, this style and the whole range.
Mm-hmm.
Was at the beginning dedicated to the summer period.
Yes.
And it is so comfortable. Now our customers are buying it all year long. So we need to make the production all year long. Wow. They even wearing them in December. And believe us, guys, in Paris, December could be quite cold.
Yes.
But, you know, when you taste that kind of shoe, it's really addictive. Yeah.
Actually, I just realized that I never thought about that. You know, I'm learning a little bit about shoes every day since more years than I can count. And I must say that normally people, they say the all year long loafer is like more the penny loafer. You know, everybody is wearing penny loafers all year long. It's easy. But the Belgian loafer, I just realized it can be a good...
It's very versatile.
Yeah, you can
almost...
good option. And I think for me, but it's just my taste, Alexis, I think Belgian loafers are immediately more sophisticated than penny loafers, in my opinion. It's because maybe we've seen too many penny loafers. With the Western 180, everybody has been seeing this shoe. But I think the Belgian loafer, which is a little bit newer in our sartorial world, I would say 10 years, not more than that. Yeah. And I think it's a good alternative to the penny loafer. And then I can see, by the way, that so this is the online one, but you can do, so this is, I suppose, made to order?
Yeah, exactly. This is, I mean, they are both online.
Oh, that's the same. It's the same, yeah.
This is the same shoe, but this one is the seri one. You can just come in and
ready to wear,
like this. It's $2.95.
$2.95.
And this is my shoes once again.
Yes.
This is a shoe I made for myself via our MTO, so made to order service, because I wanted some alligator on the apron here.
Alligator, yeah.
So this is to show you the different, you know, infinity of possibilities you can get via our service.
So this is a Nubic alligator.
Exactly. One. So this is an alligator we have
brushed.
Yeah. So you have a candle touch, which is really great.
So you mean that whatever the price is, a little bit under 300 for this one, and then if you want it made to order, special order for you, you have to add 200.
Yeah, more or less 200.
More or less 200, but
and
then
if
you
want
choose whatever. Yeah. Except the alligator.
Except the alligator. But to give you an idea, this is, I think the price is still pretty competitive, because these two here, they are sold for €685.
Including the exotic skin. Yeah,
including
which is a good price. But if I want it in normal calf, if I want it in with double material in any kind of color,
it will be 490.
Okay, the sky is the limit in terms of
creativity. Sky is the limit. Also, we are very good at making some patinas on the suede.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you an example here.
Yes. Oh yeah, they do some nice patina on suede. And this is beautiful. That's another kind. This is saddle shoe that we do.
It is.
But, yeah, I understand. I'm very intrigued of the one you have on your right hand, because you told me, okay, we have to show off a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So
this
explain to us, and I will do the movement.
Okay.
Because I want to show off.
But you don't have to be very strong to do
don't
it.
Worry, don't worry. I'm not going to break the shoe.
This is a personal challenge. I wanted to bring the ultimate comfort into a dressy kind of shoe.
Okay.
This is the classic penny loafer with a specific design. Okay. The upper is made out of deer skin.
Yes.
And it's a leather sole.
Okay.
But it's totally flexible because of the skin and the welt, because it's a Bolognese welted shoes.
Is extremely comfortable.
It's very rare to be mastered.
Yes.
I think we did achieve this, and
I'm going to show you. So it's a penny loafer
show the world
in a deer leather on a real leather sole, and I want to show you something. 3, 2, 1. This is Bolognese stitch. Look at that. This is unbelievable. And when you up, it comes back to to the initial phase. This is a fantastic. If you are looking for comfort, if comfort is your number one idea when you buy a shoe, this is a shoe for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's still a penny loafer, a
Definitely.
classic one, but it is absolutely crazy in terms of comfort. You can really do whatever you want. So personally, my style will be more towards this. Personally, but it's just a matter of subjective style. But if you are looking for ultimate comfort, this is your way to go. How much this retails?
This is for 45.
445? Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
So let's continue now with the classic shoes. Let's say Oxfords, and it's my turn to do that. You have a.
So what
This is. I'm like in the kindergarten, you know. I'm in the kindergarten here. I'm playing. There's a lot of attractive things here. And I can't, well, I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we recorded probably between French and English, probably more than 350 episodes, with numerous episodes where we are browsing shoes and touching leather and speaking with artisans. And some people would say, yeah, you don't have enough because after all, shoes are shoes. No, ladies and gentlemen, that's a statement I want to make. Shoes are not shoes. Shoes are different for a maker. Shoes are an object that can reflect your personality. It's an object which is fascinating, and this is why I never have enough of putting my hands in dozens and dozens of shoes, and of course buying myself a lot of shoes also, which is quite addictive. Well, my grandfather was a shoemaker himself, so maybe it was ingrained in my brain. So you have the genetics. Exactly.
But I'm happy to see you like touching this like a kid, because myself, when I started, I defined myself as a kid with a dream.
Yes.
I wanted to, you know, just to make the most beautiful shoe possible and to see people wearing them.
Yes.
So when I see you like this, wanted to touch everything,
yes,
you give me joy.
Yes. But you will give me joy if you have my size on this one. But that's another story. It's an ongoing gag that we have because I'm harassing him because I really like this sneaker. I think this is for me a good example on how sneakers. It looks like a spectator shoe almost.
Exactly.
You can wear this under. Listen, you're in a resort. You put on a beautiful linen pants, a little bit high-waisted, beautiful linen, with a pair of braces, with a linen shirt like you have, with a nice linen shirt, slightly open like that. You put on this, and believe me, it kicks butts. I'm sorry, you can kick a few butts with that, but it's absolutely elegant and beautiful, and I really like that. And of course, you also do dress shoes. I like
because this is what we began with.
Yes.
And same, we really tried to bring something unique all the time. So
it is a little bit different, geometrically different in terms of the upper.
I think there is no Balmoral like this in the whole world, because this triangle here, you have the symmetrics here.
Yes.
This line here is very also specifically designed to bring a contrast between the rigidity of the shoe, of the design, and then you bring something more smooth, and both are, mixing, blending to give a very specific and
I like
singular
this shoe. I
shoe.
explain to you why. Is first of all, there's no brogue, so it's very. I like this idea. It's more extremely more sophisticated, refined, let's say. And I like the little twist you put on the Balmoral. Oh, just disclaimer once again. Balmoral in the USA is often misused to describe a Richelieu, to describe an Oxford. You call them a Balmoral. Well, whereas Balmoral normally describe a stitching line. A Balmoral is this, when the stitch line is going all the way to the back of the shoe without doing a vague or wave, you understand? So that's what we call a Balmoral stitching, okay? And now I don't know why. Sometimes semantics is sliding a little bit, it's slippery, and then you in the US, you say this is that an Oxford is a Balmoral. No, an Oxford can be a Balmoral if you have this line of stitching, but if it has a wave, it's not a Balmoral, it's an Oxford, ladies and gentlemen. That said, I like this one because it's represent Caulaincourt. Everything is at the ultimate detail.
Yeah.
This one, the line is going a little bit down.
Also, if you look if you have a look to the stitches, I don't know if we can see it with the camera, but the stitches are very, very, very thin.
I know.
And there are very few, hands able to make this. Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is all about the details.
Look at those two on your right. Yeah. Okay, and the other one? Okay. Well, you understand now. Caulaincourt is making shoes that are different. They are, you can't, honestly, it's difficult to find this. It's because for me, I'm going to make the joke, but I can't stand not making the joke. It's for me, it's like tassel loafers without tassels. Yeah. But it looks like a tassel loafer, really, right?
Yeah.
And maybe it's because you have the cord here going in between that makes it, but it looks like tassel loafer without tassel. So you try in every creation to bring something different.
This is my vision of the shoe. I have to bring something because otherwise it's useless. And we try to bring every time a specific DNA about quality and design and mixing both together.
This is beautiful too. Those ones are made in France?
Yeah.
Everything is made in France on the
all the
dress
business.
shoes.
Yeah. And here you have the one eyelet system, which is very rare because it's difficult to have the people get your their fit inside. So it has to be calculated very carefully.
Yes.
This is not good for business for us or for the shoemakers.
It's too complicated to do.
And this is why we do it.
Yes. Yeah, this is a very complex shoe because I explained to you only one eyelet is not normally strong enough to close your shoe. When you have two eyelets or even 3 or 4, you have more tension on your shoe to close it. Only with one eyelet, you have to calculate the places where the eyelet is closing so that you are really safe in your shoe. Otherwise, you don't go out. It's a very technical shoe.
Yeah.
And actually, it is absolutely beautiful. Did we see pretty much everything? Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Let's push the shoes. You want to show
the sneakers with the Merinos lining is very important for your friends from USA, especially.
Well, so this is the sneaker that we like, the Bandit. I know it's a little bit slightly different.
It's slightly different, but it's the same family. You have the backstrap here from the Bandit, same system. But here the tongue is made so the wind is not going to come in.
Yeah.
All the rain, cold, ice, anything, nothing is going to go inside.
And you have fur inside.
And you have fur inside, which is genuine Merinos, and it's going all the way until the end of the shoe, including the insole. Yeah. So you're like totally, your feet is totally protected by the shoe system.
I love
here.
the idea. You will forgive me that the fact I will not try on this one today because it's 92 degrees outside. Or
you can try it as a hat,
so
perhaps.
Only touching the fur makes me sweat directly. It's very essential. Well, this is in a nutshell. No. Look, this guy said to me, we know Alexis since a while now. He said, I can do every kind of shoe, and you are very known for that. You can do pretty much every kind of shoe, but you went as far as to do an espadrille.
Yeah, because...
Isn't it crazy? You're doing an espadrille in the Basque country, in France and Spain.
In Pays Basque, yes. When we had lunch a few hours ago, you remind me that I was the first to make you wear a pair of sneakers.
That's right.
So now I'm trying with an espadrille. So this is a gift for you.
This is mine.
Yeah, this is yours. And this is very specific, and it's, in my opinion, it's a good example of what we try to provide to the shoe industry, which is a little difference in the vision we are putting on the shoe. Classic espadrille has two similar feet. Now here,
you mean there's no left and right when you buy your pair of espadrille? Normally it's two straight, and then you use them. Whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So here we have one right, one left, which is important if you're going to keep your espadrilles for years, which is the case with these ones.
Okay.
Why? Because it's much more a concentration of many details and quality that is going to bring your shoe among the years.
Okay.
First, all the fabric is made with a lining, so it's not going to break easily.
Yes.
Second, you have a leather insole.
Inside, yeah. It's real leather with coussinet.
With a coussinet.
Yeah, we say coussinet. I don't know
coussinet.
It's very soft.
The coussinet is going to take your footprint after 2 or 3 wears. So the shoe is going to become like an orthopedical shoe.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it's going to take the shape of your footprint. So the comfort is really totally different.
Yes. What we call coussinet, I don't know the word in English, is you see when you put it's soft. Yeah, it's like you are protected. It's really soft.
It's very soft and supple.
It takes the shape of your foot.
Exactly.
Normally in this kind of shoes, it's very difficult to wear. And you have a real sole.
And we have a leather sole here because when you are in the summer, you're going to walk in water. I know this is funny to say, but it's true because of the swimming pools, because of the sea or anything. And if you put too much water on the rope here, it's going to how do you say pourrir?
Yeah, it's going to rotten. It's going to be rotten pretty soon, and it's
then
going to smell bad.
Yeah, it's going to smell very bad. So with that kind of shoe, the way we have produced it, you don't have any disadvantages of the classic Espadrilles. But still, you have the look and you have the comfort, and even a different comfort because of the insole.
Incredible. So we can say, ladies and gentlemen, that Caulaincourt can create anything for you, from espadrille to biking boots, going through sneakers and dress shoes, and incredible penny loafers, and also these Belgian loafers. And once again, I'm very happy. The only problem I have with people like you when you come at my table is that immediately I'm starting to be obsessed with one pair. And I'm almost obsessed. But it's not because I need shoes.
I think you don't.
No, I don't need shoes, of course.
But you don't need a yellow jacket, neither.
Neither. That's for sure.
So it's all about the pleasure.
It's all about the pleasure. No, but I try to explain to the people is that it's about the pleasure, but it's also about the fact that when you are addicted to this world of craftsmanship, of beauty, of elegance, of everything around the sartorial world, even if we have, I don't know how many suits I have, a lot, but each time when I start a new project, I still dream of it. That is to say, even if I have 60 suits in my closet, the next one, I will dream of it for months and sometimes for years. Because when you go bespoke, sometimes, it takes a long time. And it's the same for shoes. When I try to say, oh my gosh, I like that, for example, I said, I'm going to be obsessed with it until I have it. And then I will wear them, have a lot of pleasure, and then trigger to the next one. And, it's who we are. But I think I'm not the only one in this case. I think this is because when we wear shoes like that, we don't wear only shoes for wearing shoes. You wear shoes, of course, to be comfortable, to have style, but also when on top of that you are able to understand what is behind the object in terms of design, in terms of craftsmanship, in terms of care, in terms of tradition. It changed the whole experience, and we hope that this show gave you a little bit of an idea how to wear these shoes and why people like Alexis are very important in our world.
Thank you.
3 shops in Paris. Right?
If 3 shops in Paris.
One shop in Dubai.
One shop in Dubai.
I know we have a lot of people watching from Dubai. So if you want to have access to all these beauties, you have a Caulaincourt shop in Dubai.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And then you are distributed a little bit.
Yeah, Japan, USA, Switzerland.
Where in the USA are you distributed?
We have different points.
Yes.
We have different ways of providing our shoes. One of them is Alex Crown NYC, which is the digital kind of store who is importing all the sartorial European know-how and products.
Okay,
so
very good. Is in New York? They're in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, we have some of our Also, we have some of our shoes in different stores.
Yes. Like multi-brand stores, I suppose.
Yeah, and specific ones. Like for example, we just started with Marie, who owns a restaurant in Shelter Island, close to New York. Okay. And she has a great taste. I think she's a little crazy, but in the good way.
Like
thank you. And she wanted to start with the bandit style, also with women. We talk and we walk and we work with more or less all the people who are, able to fall in love
and to understand what you do.
And to understand what you do,
which is the bottom line.
Exactly.
So if I live in the USA, nevertheless, I can always order on your website directly.
Yeah.
Even if some people are still reluctant a little bit, say, how do I order a shoe on the website? You told me that you are going the extra mile and doing all the efforts possible in the world to make people.
We try to
bring them satisfaction. Explain to us in a few minutes, in a few seconds. Even.
First thing is all about advising the customers. In my experience, when you ask some questions to someone who is far away, it's hard to get an answer or to get a real answer.
Yes.
We really much put a lot of energy answering like a lot and with a lot of knowledge. So you have access to this as a foreign customer.
Yes.
The second thing is that we have developed a little app,
a software.
A software which is available on the footer of our website.
He said the
which
footwear,
is
a professional problem. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I have others, but this one is one of them. You can use it. You just have to say no if you're not a customer to the first question. Then the software is going to ask you what's your size and what's the sizing you're using. So US, Europe, UK. Okay, and then you specify in the line 3 what style, for example, this one is Gattaca, what style you would like to purchase.
Okay.
And if you say I'm a US 10, 9, it's going to give you the one size you have to buy for the Gattaca, which is going to be different if you buy this one or if you buy this one. Why? Because all these are made with different lasts, different materials, and all this software data is built
on your experience.
My 15 years experience putting shoes on the feet of our customers.
Okay, so what you try to explain to us and what you explain brilliantly to us is that basically you're putting a lot of efforts to make sure that the people are choosing the right size, and you are producing some YouTube videos to explain the sizing and everything, so that people are very equipped to choose well.
If they need more information, and we try to make this information available and easy to eat, if I could say. Yeah. So we produce a lot of videos explaining how you must feel in a brand new shoe. If you feel this is not good, and so on. So you almost have me in your living room with you. Well, so I suppose it helps a little bit.
Yeah, I have you in my living room. Yeah, that was good. So anyway, what you explaining is that it's safe to order with you. Nevertheless, if there's a sizing problem, of course you can change the shoe.
Yeah, of course we do exchange the shoes, no problem. Also, we can refund some of them. The difference between the refund and the exchange decision is, did we spend like 7 hours making a patina like this? If you buy this one and you want to change, we are going to change, but we are going to exchange. Okay. If you buy this one and you want a refund, we are going to refund because we didn't need to spend some time on it.
So basically it's fair. You just try to play it as fair as possible. No, but I mean as fair as possible.
Exactly. Yeah, as fair as possible.
Okay. So in any case, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you my opinion about ordering shoes online. The problem is the first pair. That's it. As at the moment you have your size at Alexis in Caulaincourt, you're good because you know between the lats and everything, you know. So. Well, the first pair may be a little bit risk taken, but with this kind of people, believe me, you are very safe. So,
and to give you an example, when we have when we have a new order from someone abroad, we always check the history of the customer, and if he made a mistake about the sizing, we're going to say, hey, you have been mistaken the size. Are you sure you want this size? So we're like babysitting our customers, even if they start running without us.
Well, Alexis
we really
said
try to bring this.
He can go in your living room now. He is proposing to babysit with you. So anyway, you understood. We like Caulaincourt. These are great shoes, made in France, in Italy, in Spain. Beautiful, and in the UK, beautiful craftsmanship, a lot of taste, a good designer, a lot of passion. So I hope it was a good discovery for you to discover Caulaincourt today, and I give you an appointment to the next episode of Sartorial Talks. And in the meantime, dress up a little bit. I know it's summer. Look, it's 92 degrees outside, and we are all dressed up. I must say, as the moment I say thank you, I'm going to drop the jacket and I'm going to take a glass of whatever with a lot of ice cube. See you soon.
Thank you.
Everybody, see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
And thank you for getting me.
Pleasure, my friend.